Greetings from Zargon and Glipnar, from Andromeda all the way to the Milky Way galaxy. This time zone to the one that happened in the past and the one that happened in the future. Good to see you guys. A little crazy, little live experience last night. It was fun. All kinds of unorthodox lives lately. So it's a little chilly outside, but I figured I would wear me a cutoff while I still had the chance before it's too late. We are now on Wednesday, the hump day. What up, Patricia? How you doing? What are you getting into? We're up here on Wednesday. Time speeding by like crazy. It seems like yesterday was Friday. It's about to be 2026 before you know it. You know, it seems like it was 2016 yesterday too, but it's just going along fast. It feels like the closer that we're getting to our ends, the world is also getting close. It feels like, I don't know, maybe time is speeding up. There might be biblical precedents for it. I can't speak to any scriptures I might know of that speak of time speeding up, but I wouldn't be surprised at all. Not at all whatsoever. Yeah. That being said, um, no things. It just seems everything seems like it's been going pretty good lately, though. So that maybe that's why if you're having a good time, time also seems to go by pretty fast as well. From what I've noticed. They're looking at start getting me some boots and gonna have to get a winter jacket because I know I've been saying it for the past few weeks. There's gonna be a big blizzard, a big crazy winter storm coming up. We're definitely gonna be ready for it. Got my pipe insulation finally, so I'm gonna be crawling underneath the house. What up, Rip Curl, dude? How you doing, brother? I'm gonna be crawling underneath this house soon, and hopefully this weekend. My fingers are crossed. They'll be able to do it. Hopefully, if it does come in the mail. What up, Steph? Um, so I might either do that this Saturday morning or do it on Monday. I'm gonna have to install the new mailbox. That's gonna involve doing some post hole digging because it's one of them wooden mailboxes. You gotta. No, I wonder. Do you think that would involve concrete? I want to try to avoid some concrete if I can. Yeah, so we definitely got some projects coming up this weekend. Gotta go to the some kind of Halloween shindig that my woman and her friends are throwing it. Yeah, yeah, I was having to wait. That's what time I usually am up. I'm usually waiting for because I get off of work about 10. Then my girl, she gets off work about 11, 12, sometimes 1. So I'll just be chilling. So I figure why not just do it in the parking lot to throw a little strain. Yeah, get to hang out. Usually, I don't know, I feel kind of better doing these early streams. You know. Yeah, it's kind of just like with that point, it's kind of more just like a chill stream. Had a weird bastard. His name was T Bone. He was in the chat just saying all kinds of gratuitous stuff, um, which was fine. It was kind of comedic in a way, but I called him out on it, and he said, "Oh, dude, I gotta go. I gotta go now." And then he left, and I was like, "All right, yeah." What is this? This is weird. Yeah, yeah. You saw that? Yeah. And you notice as soon as I called him out, and I said, "Are you gay, dude?" He said, "Nah, dude, I'm out of here. I'm not gay, but have a good night, guys. It's nice talking to you." Yeah. The internet really brings out of the woodworks. Like, it brings a lot of cool people out. Like, we've all got to know each other. I mean, yeah, it's the trolls. They're not like they think that. I don't know. I feel like a lot of trolls when they try to mess with us, like they think that they're gonna get a reaction, but we end up making them look deep inside of themselves. I feel like, we end up making them. They came to troll. They came to have a good time. They end up walking away with more questions than they had answers. They end up walking away with existential crises. What up, Jules? What up, 231? It's Wednesday. You're gonna have a great day. Smoke time, smoke time. Oh, you want to see a little slip? The little slippy. The hell y'all getting into today? May or may not have somebody pop up on the stream. Who knows? Lord have mercy. Oh, guys. Yeah, this time it's speeding up. So with time speeding up so fast, it seems like it takes away from what you got to do with other stuff. With all this time, just kind of just like going like a bullet train, just speeding. It takes away from all your other little hobbies. It feels like and projects that you need to get done. Chilling in a McDonald parking lot. Okay. Do you get anything to eat there, dude? What do you get to eat? And while I'm waiting for that response, I don't know. I doubt anybody. I don't think anybody here is from New York City, from what I've gathered. But if you guys are, know anybody from there, this, I was thinking at first I was somewhat okay with it. I was thinking, okay, this Mama Dami guy. Let's look into No, it's the Silwa, Curtis Siwa. He seems like would be the better of the two candidates, even though he has somewhat of a sketched out history. As I guess with the Guardian Angels, they were known to stage a couple of instances so that way they could get coverage. What are you doing, dude? Are you hopping up on here? What up, Nomad? Jiu-Jitsu Daddy, you hopping on here, dude? But he seems like he would be the better of the candidates. And that Mama Dami guy, I don't see why anybody here would. I don't see why anybody in their right mind would be okay with that guy. Looking more deep into looking more deep into everything that he represents. Because he's talking about free this, free that. Everybody's getting something free all the time. He's always talking about that. But then it's like, how are they going to pay for all this free shit? How are they going to pay for all this? And he was talking about wanting to try to draw from the greater state of New York's tax money. The governor would have to agree with that, which he wouldn't. So it's kind of weird. It's all based on lies. Got that little spicy chicken Sammy? That's good. And yeah, just the amount of people, and it's sad because I know a lot of people are going to hear, oh, free stuff, oh, free, 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 and they're just going to go for it, hook, line, and sinker. Um, New York City, if Mama Dami, if this guy takes control, it's going to be like Snake Plissken style shit, Escape from New York kind of deal. It's gonna be just like it was the war back in the day in the 70s. Yeah, it is the Humpty dance, dude. Y'all remember the Underground back in the day?
What up?
That's the Humpty dance. I can't think of the lyrics off the top of my head, but they had a few good songs. I think whenever the food stamps go off, it very well could pop off for sure.
That's what I was talking about last night.
Yeah, yeah, because a lot of people like really. I think you got to think all the disabled people, all the elderly people, all the people, you know, just all the elderly people and the disabled people. Are they just gonna starve? Who's gonna? How are they gonna? How's that gonna work for them?
I mean, I feel like it's funny because Trump's the Democratic left is getting their whatever cut off, and I'm like, so is it just those guys getting it cut off?
Yeah, is it? Are you
Do we
just
all have to suffer?
seeing who voted Democrat and cutting their food stamps off?
That would be insane.
And I understand it's cool if they want to take the candies and sodas off the food stamps. That's one thing, but to completely cut them off, that's fucking like insane. That's making people starve. Are you on patrol, officer? That's good. Yeah, he convinced his mom to buy a bunch of freeze dried shit. Look at that mustache. It's good, dude. That's all you can grow is that mustache and this little chin strip, huh? This little. Man, no. I wonder whether you got Cherokee though, right? You got some kind of Cherokee in you. You're Chippewa. Like, but is it gonna be the first 11? Is it gonna be November 1st, or is it gonna be like a week after? Like, how many? They probably live in first to first. A lot of these people live first. Are they still getting people that get food? I mean, they're gonna have to choose between paying rent or getting food too. At this point, if they do get some kind of, if they get benefits of some kind, they'd have to choose between using their Social Security check to or buying food. Pay rent.
There'll probably be other assistance that come out eventually for people.
They still got the food drives and things of that nature.
Well, see,
Imagine
like in
how
New
that.
Mexico,
Mhm. Yeah, Washington. Hmm. I don't know if they're conservative or Democratic.
I don't think they are.
Your stream,
A
I guess
lot
the
of old.
stream's freezing on. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just something they're going to deal with, living in the woods.
In the woods. Yeah, the government food
Unfortunately, I
banks are
don't get
not
to live
helping
in
in
the
many
woods
states.
yet.
The government, see, with these what about? I know that's going to be dirty. Imagine people who don't have any food problems and they go to these food banks, clear them out, and then they go and resell some of the food to people.
So what is that?
Like scalping, but they're doing it with food. They're going and they're getting the damn food from the
That's
food
well,
banks, and then they're
a lot of people would
resell it
use
to
food
people.
stamps.
You heard me?
A lot of people use food stamps to like trade for money sometimes back in the day. Or
Mm.
that's what my My family did. A
I'm
lot of them.
saying this, like somebody goes to the food bank, they get a bunch of the food, so that way whenever somebody that actually needs it tries to go up there and get it, they can't. You know, that is kind of, and then they go, you're like, oh
Yeah,
damn, I don't have nothing, but this guy has it, and he's like, I'll sell you this bread for $10.
yeah. That'll be probably
I've known people who sold food stamps too.
gas or not these gas stations, but like stores like Target and shit, and they'll take a bunch of stuff and shaving cream, clothes, and people just resell it.
Oh, because they steal it, yeah.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere like in California,
And
Oregon, Washington State.
well, yeah, like California, Oregon, places in Washington. Don't get me wrong. There's places like San Diego in California that are pretty nice,
Mm-hmm.
and you know people just overlook niceness when it comes to
Experience it
all the
ourselves.
shit. But then again, it's just what we want to see, I guess. Like a lot of the people that live over there will see it as, oh, these people, they don't have money, so they steal so they could eat. If you can't fucking eat and you don't have money, that means you didn't want to work. And if you don't work like the rest of us, you don't deserve to fucking eat. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe you deserve to eat. Maybe you're a good person, but then that's when you get help. You know what I mean? Like it's quite loopy in certain these areas.
Like
And
some
that's
people
just my
need
own
it.
opinion. That's my own
I
opinion.
It's okay. I respect. That's a respectable ass opinion, dude. Because it's like yes, they do need help, but at the same time, what do somebody who is able to put in the work and wants to put it in has to pay someone else's dime that ain't doing shit.
Yeah, I mean, fix that and then
But
let them
if
do
they
whatever the
want
fuck they
to,
want.
yeah.
Like I seen this video. I don't know if said it last night. But video. This woman talking about I have 6 kids and I live in a 2-bedroom apartment for $50 a month under your dollar just because of your taxpayer dollar. And then a few days later, she uploads another video talking about how she's getting evicted now because
Oh my
she was
god.
she was talking shit about like look at me, and then people was like okay, and they just like got her address and got all her information and it's just mean, dude.
Yeah,
And
can't
like
be
that's
living
the
on.
type of shit. Like there's millions of those people out there, and we don't want to like let the illusion like be or like we don't want it to seem like the American people are the only ones getting our tax money because that's not the case. There's many more people getting tax money from Americans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You got to think there's 6 babies' daddies, and none of them have the ability to pay child support.
Yeah, and then our prisons fill up
Yeah, they're
because
all
they
in the
put
prison.
people
That's
in
why.
jail for that.
Mm-hmm.
My dad went 18 years paying child support for her. Never was allowed to see her ever. She only knew him as her uncle. And he would pay 18 years when he had me and my 2 brothers, 3 kids, living with like his mom and shit, struggling. He missed one payment and went straight to fucking jail. Out of the 18 years, he missed one payment, went straight to jail. I don't know if that's changed. I'm sure it has because people like are like, don't want their feelings hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Damn, that is kind of fucked up. That had to be known as the uncle.
Yeah.
I was wondering, so 50
I
million
mean,
people are going to be losing benefits. I was trying to figure out the exact amount.
well, those 50 million people could be right now being like, all right, look, let's get some seeds. Let's buy some seeds and start
Yeah.
growing some shit.
Fuck no, those 50 million people could be marching on Washington and burning it down.
Instead of doing the right thing and being
Fuck
like, okay,
yeah,
let's
all
just
50 million people
figure.
invaded DC, they'd fucking tear that motherfucker down. And yeah, they should. Yeah, exactly. You can't be honoring it, but you can't be like you can't. I didn't mean to say honoring it. You can't be like relying on the government. But if they're gonna be saying like our tax
No.
dollars are going, we're spending taxes on shit. Like I want some representation for my taxes.
Yeah, people say like I don't know, I could be wrong right now, but people say like you don't rely on the government. Is it even the fucking government's money? Isn't it like the people that are working's money?
It is all of our. It is our money. All the money that the government has and fucks with is at some point the people's money.
Yeah, I mean, without the people, it wouldn't mean anything. That's like some.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to
They
think
have us
about.
thinking like they do have us thinking, okay, oh, it's the government shit, but at the end of the day, it's our money. Exactly, it's our money. We
Yeah, that's what
paid
I'm
to them,
saying.
so it's coming back to us in benefits. Um, when there's time, yeah, they did all. Yeah, sure, they do the roads and the schools and shit. Um,
Well, yeah, no, I mean,
but
we do
we
that
need to
shit.
like,
We apply for those jobs and we
yeah,
build the
but
fucking
they're the ones
roads.
that pay the money for that shit because that's all public. But that money that any government job, the money that's paid to those government employees, police, the construction workers who work for the city, what up,
Hmm.
Blue? They all
I
it's
missed
all
doing that shit.
government pay. It's all and all that government pay is from our money. It's all of our tax dollars that go to pay these people. And so
Yeah.
yeah, the food stamps, if you think about it, it's kind of like something that they get. It's kind of I think it's something they get poor people to kind of feel bad. You know, people used to be shamed in having food stamp. They always want to make poor people feel bad for accepting what they call handouts. I feel like, um,
Mm-hmm.
never in the end of the day. Now that we've kind of unraveled, it's not a handout because it's your money and it's your grandfather, great grandfather, all this shit. Your people that you know's money, tax dollars that have been building up for years, going back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the system has been taken advantage of, which is sad. Um, but I feel like there are a lot more people that do use these food stamp benefits than people that abuse it. And just more thorough investigation into food stamp recipients. You know, or we could just be like, nah, dude. You know, let's just shame poor people. Need to shame themselves because they need to feel lower than scum. You know, that's I feel like
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
All
why
right.
you know that's like that's all a ideology that's like was created by these elite by the oligarchs. You know,
Yeah. The other day is, I don't know. I'm not against them cutting the food stamps off for however long. I mean, I don't get them.
I don't get them either. Yeah, but it's still
So
like
just, I mean, you might as well just do something. I don't know. I don't know what the income, like. I feel like they just cut them off to where everybody has to reapply, and then only legitimate cases get accepted.
that's good. I think that's a smart idea. Yeah,
Yeah, but I
it'd
could
be
be
a
wrong
start.
on this. I mean,
I don't like how so much of our tax money goes to the police.
yeah, but I mean their job's very hard.
Yeah,
I
but
know
they
I'm not
don't
a
need to be
bootlicker or
having
nothing, but
damn like Humvees and Hellfire missiles on their
that's
helicopters
facts.
and shit and damn
Yeah, I
M16s.
feel that. If anything, you could use it
Maybe
like
need.
for like housing or something, but not like, oh, let's move and get this house and this house, and maybe like a one time thing.
Mhm.
You know, kind of like you're getting the military or whatever, and they give you a little some good checks or whatnot to get some vehicles and stuff. You get housed, but like I feel you like making them a damn near like an army.
Yeah, making it like the military inside of your small town.
Like I agree with that, but like on like FBI or like federal agents level, like whenever they have like the Bearcats and shit, and they could do like the littlest thing can happen in the town to where they use it, you know, and they don't need it. You know what I mean?
I say
I
the
mean,
50 million people who are losing their food stamps march on Washington and they march to Langley
Is that what you think is going to happen?
They marched to Langley, Virginia, and they marched to Washington, D.C. That's what they should do. That's not going to happen.
They'd all be in motorized scooters and wheelchairs because their fat asses wouldn't be able to walk.
A lot of them, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, imagine that if they did start opening fire onto that damn crowd. That'd be
Because the people that would truly need it wouldn't be the ones to start,
They're
like,
humble, they're meek,
I
they're
feel like
kind-hearted.
protesting. Like the ones that have like 10 to fucking 12 kids are going to be the ones that are going to be pissed. Then they're not getting all this money and all this shit that they could, because these motherfuckers are getting like thousands in food stamps. You got to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they could trade that for cash for other people that need or would rather. I mean, we grew up in that shit, man. They trade food for pills and shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that, yeah, and that is a fact of life.
And they're pissed. They can't do it no more.
I
That's their
know
meal
they
ticket.
have no shame either. That's fucking crazy, right? They're like, damn, I can't be trading my stamps no more.
Yeah, like
They're
all these
talking
fucking
about
videos. I'm
getting
sick
on
and
the.
tired of seeing it. Like, come on. And my family was the same fucking way. Bunch of fucking trailer trash.
But there is, like someone said, Carolina said she's seen people driving expensive cars, dressed in brand name clothes, and they get free
You're
housing,
damn right.
food stamps. The
You're
fuck?
damn right.
I've seen that shit too. Yeah, and they use the kid like you got to think the woman with those 6 kids. If you have 6, 7 kids, and you're getting government checks on all of them, you'd think you'd be able to save up a lot of money. I feel like with all the money you're getting in and the free housing as well, but they can pass these homes from one generation to another because if the kid's on the lease, he can just grow up and be on the lease and then stay on the lease his whole life.
Yeah. When I was in New Mexico,
What up,
I was
Leslie?
trying to, you know, get a bunch of like I think my social security card and all that stuff again. And then they found out that I've been like I've owned multiple cars like back in like 2008, 2010. I'm like, dude,
Like your
I was
parents?
like young as fuck. I've never owned anything like that. And yeah, it would be the parents like putting your name and like using the kids.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's something. Especially as that's why I don't really believe in naming your kids like Junior or the second or the third. Just give them their own name because like, me and my father have the same name, and he tried to get a job and shit using my name and using the Social Security.
That's fucking
So
crazy.
it's not good to be using names like that. Just like
Maybe that's the method, you know?
the meth it hit.
Nah, shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just know I'm ready to move on to better opportunity in my life.
we all should be. There's always yeah. You just that's good.
I'm just so excited to like get back to like the roots, just like the slow life, not the city bullshit. It's just it moves too fast around here, man.
Yeah, that's why for overtime. I go to bed
And then,
now.
but then again, I mean, this is a safe, you know, safe areas I've lived in all my life. I've never lived in anywhere dangerous, um, or as liberal. Maybe New Mexico, but
What up,
even then, that
DJ?
town was so small. Las Vegas, New Mexico. Some of the best Mexican food you'll ever have, man. Mexicano.
Yeah, that's coming straight by the.
Loved it. Loved it, man. It was so just the like if I was to live anywhere, it'd want to be like either over there or just for how it looked. But then I seen like South North and South Dakota, and it's like, fuck, I would really want to live there.
I want to go
That's like
visit
awesome.
Deadwood, South Dakota, bad. 'Cause that's where the
I want to
show.
live there, dude. If I ever visit these places, I just want to stay.
Did I tell you about how in Canada? Think that reminds me of this, y'all. In Canada, so you know, we already talked about it, how they arrested that guy, gave him 9 months prison, 2 years probation for Holocaust denial.
Yeah.
So, uh, yesterday, they out of nowhere, Canada signed a law, signed something into effect with the Cowichan Nation, a Native American Canadian tribe. where it's given back a bunch of land to them in British Columbia. All right, and that means tens of thousands of people in British Columbia are going to have to be evicted from their homes soon. But they're saying that they're not going to have to leave; they're going to like figure it out. But I think they're just saying that just to bullshit. So the people, so in Canada, they can arrest you for not even hate speech, but for saying questioning and posting memes that question events, and they can take your home. They took their guns a few years ago. They took their speech a couple weeks ago, and now they're taking their homes. Canada,
Well,
y'all need to quit being pussies. Y'all need to rise up and take
I was
y'all
about to say,
country
yeah,
back.
they're just
Whatever you
gonna
want.
roll over.
They need, yeah, they're rolling over and just taking it like that. The fuck is wrong with them? Like, who the fuck is gonna let that happen? Why would you allow that to happen to your
I mean,
country?
think
They're
about it, man.
taking all
They
your
don't
rights,
have.
Canada. The fuck?
Well, think about it. They don't have like
I'm sure
Abraham
they do have all kinds of shit
Lincoln's,
like
the
that.
Benjamin Franklin.
They, but they've
I'm
been
sure
taught
they
to
do,
fucking
but
forget
not as
about it.
worldwide known
They're,
as
I mean, in
America.
World War One, they were like fucking devil dog motherfuckers. Like World War One, they were like they used to
That
be
was back
men. Yeah,
whenever people
they've
mattered.
been like crucified.
Exactly. That's
Yeah. In
like
Canada, they
like
committed war crimes in
I
World War
couldn't tell
One.
you one thing about Canada, but I guarantee you a bunch of Canadians can tell you at least two things about American history. And it would probably be slavery, sadly, because everybody fucking knows about that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the slaves would always be trying to escape and go to Canada, go to up north. But Canada is like one of the big places. Yeah, it's
Taking all the rights.
they have forced
But dude,
immunization.
like we have a little bit of that here.
They have forced COVID-19 immunization in Canada. They have if your child says it's a gender and you say no, you're born as a boy, you're not a girl, you can go to jail for that. They send it. It is a totalitarian state. Who's the leader of Canada right now? Is it still Trudeau or is it somebody else?
I think so.
Yeah, Canada is hell on. It's hell on earth now. And California is gonna be the next one doing the shit like that. Yeah, it's all
Well,
low key.
yeah, like that. But like for the little things, like the other night, Chris was talking about your local mayors and stuff, and really like look into that and how like you should worry about that more than on a like big level. I believe that's what he was saying. Um, like a lot of these mayors and town halls, and if you are exercise some of these places in the for this, and then it's up to you to take it to court and then file like lawsuits against the city, but and then you end up winning. But this shit happens so much. Like it's almost as if a lot of these people don't even understand the Constitution or understand the rights or the law in America, and then these cops will just be, well, they have a policy and they'll enforce policy instead of the law. They're law enforcement, and it's turning into like policy and feelings enforcement. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone's feelings are hurt enough, they will arrest you because they think in their heads we don't know about the law and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fucking true. They'll probably arrest somebody filming somewhere, and then this person will go on with their life dealing with this when they could have sued and got like hundreds of thousands of dollars from the city. It's just it's scary what this world's coming to. The country, fuck the world. I mean, the world's going to shit. This country is like what's all we have left. Like we can just walk around and do whatever we want. But
It's
for
a
how
world
much
civil
longer?
war coming, dude. The world civil war, like it's gonna be World War III mixed with the Civil War, mixed with revolutions, mixed with all kinds of shit. It's gonna be crazy. Um, we'll
It
have to
sucks
find
that
some kind of
the
common ground.
cops that I want to support are just all like mainly tyrant. Like they're all tyrant police.
Yeah,
They just don't follow the Constitution.
they follow what they want to follow.
But there is a lot out
You
there
saw
that
that
do.
video?
There's a lot
I
out there that
forgot
do.
where he was at, but it was a cop who was ODing on some shit he smoked in the police bathroom.
Holy
Who some
shit,
shit
that's
gets
fucking
snorted
insane.
in the police battle. He was OD'd, like spazzing out on the. Might have been New
They probably
Jersey.
like they'd probably be like, oh, he was in the air and like it was on his gloves or something. They probably hide that shit or try. That's crazy.
Yeah, what up, Brienne? But yeah, the damn.
Man, I mean, fuck, I wouldn't have chased that dude down and tackled his ass for the
He did do
police the
that.
other night. It was about a month or two ago. That shit was the highlight of my life, dude. That was
Was
crazy.
that dude shocked that you did that?
I'm sure he fucking was. He looked over at me and then just looked back towards the woods where he was trying to get to, and I just leaped in the air. My high school football days came to me. I just fucking like tackled this. I like double elbowed this dude in the neck,
Oh Lord.
and he just slammed into the fucking ground. And then the cops jumped on his back, and I was just like, "Fuck yes!" I took off running. Like I ran at least 50 yards from where I was to where this dude was. I ran past the cops that were chasing him with their tasers pointed at him, and I just fucking jumped on this fucker's back. And apparently, he was probably American
Oh, did they have to get a little ice
and probably
involvement
got
going
deported.
on?
I don't know. I haven't seen ice in this town
You
ever.
see little people put that's all fake news though, false. You hear blue as far as I know. I mean, are any of us truly
But yeah,
here? Like, are we? Who's to say we're not all just figments of somebody's
well,
imagination?
I think we're all just matter, dude. We're all like made up of code. You know, it's like we're all just like just here.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a global fire. We're gonna have to like. I'm skirting on dangerous territory with this, but it's gonna take a global a baptism in fire. I would say from the whole human race to rise up and
And
start
it
something
sucks that
new.
that just a
You got
certain
to
amount
set
of
it up.
people has brought that upon the human race. A certain amount of people, because
Yeah.
I grew up my whole life, 30 years, and only maybe met a handful of these people that would be like we see on these people. And I've only met good people and like been around decent folks, except for like obviously family members that are drug addicts. But
Yeah.
it would suck that it had to come to something like that because of certain regions. Whenever we should just wipe these regions off the map.
Yeah. I say
In
we wipe
GTA,
them
of
out and
course.
like send people like us over there, like say, hey, do you want for you know how like Israel does in Gaza, how they take land from them and they just like send settlers. That's what America should do. We should just do that.
Ask, hey,
We need to go
do we
ahead and
want to
conquer
come like kick
Canada.
these dudes' asses that
Yeah,
we're
we could easily we kick somebody like
might
that
as
people's
well.
asses. We could kick like Canada, Haiti, or something like that. We just go take over the land and just like move us over there. Problem solved. This shit is all manufactured for sure. This was all created in some back rooms, maybe 100 years ago. They're all whenever TV was created, they're all created. They figured out finally the perfect way to television to program people, television programming back around 100 years. The guy who invented TV, a Frenchman, he was on a train from Bordeaux to Paris, and then when they finally got to the next stop, he was just gone. He was not inside of his cart anymore. So it's almost like he just completed. So either he was assassinated, but his invention. If you think about it, television, communications in general, that's probably one of the greatest inventions television, like human beings have ever created. And Steph, yeah, the wood people will survive.
But
We'll
yeah,
go and we will repopulate with tribes. But the television programming, that's been the biggest tool that they've been able to use against us. We're not experts. We're just two podheads who grew up together talking about this shit. So
yeah. But dude, like I agree that like gave us television and they for that reason probably to like show us like give us what's gonna happen in front of us. But it's only Hollywood. They say that's Hollywood. That's a movie. You see that on TV.
That's predictive
I was
programming.
seeing a video about that earlier, and then fuck, I just went on my head what I was going to say,
Say it.
but I agree with you. I definitely feel as if like and then they gave us television, and then along down the lines came Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
and then like just the word Hollywood and like what it comes from is like from like witchcraft, and then like the Hollywood tree was like the tree that was used to like maybe I think how they burned women thinking they were witches. I don't know, probably a bunch of weird ritualistic shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like it's all evil, demonic if you want to go there, and like it's like I don't know, man. It's very scary to even talk about it because you just sound crazy talking about this because like, oh, but I love movies and I love this and that. Like
Yeah.
we'll literally sit on and watch TV.
Yeah. Yeah. It make they'll try to film it in a way that you like will almost be like, damn, maybe Ed Gein was, but you're gonna be like, no, Ed
And
Gein
then make
deserved
you
to get
feel
the damn
sorry for
electric
these
chair.
fuck. Yeah, he should have been killed
Yeah,
on
they should
sight.
have
That's what
just, they
should
should
have
have just,
happened. But then he's like,
yeah,
oh, you were just crazy. No shit.
yeah.
Burn
We
him.
don't need that.
It's like it's just crazy how like television will make you witness crazy shit and then make you feel certain emotions towards
That's
the
the
wrong
program, and
feelings.
it's
Like
witchcraft.
Mel Gibson was fucking blacklisted for probably making one of the best movies. I mean, probably for another few reasons, but like after Passion of the Christ, it's like if you make a movie like that, they're gonna try to blacklist the fuck out of you because they don't want that
Well, the
stuff being
sequel is
on the
supposedly
TV.
coming out too,
He
so
has risen. That's what I've heard it's gonna be called.
we double blacklist. I agree
I
that
mean, by
we,
now, he just make a podcast and make millions a year, easy.
yeah, he's good. Yeah, he
He lives off of
nowadays
what he
he's
has.
safe. His comments wouldn't be in too much trouble nowadays. I do agree that we were ones that throughout several, we've gone through like the Hyboria age, so to speak. We've gone through different ages and different collapses have happened, and we've had to restart over as primitives again. Uh,
Yeah, I feel like that could be a big possibility that's happened. Because, like, I don't know, I don't believe it's me, myself,
you think it's a
because
flat
it's
world?
another thing Hollywood taught us. You know what I mean? I don't, you can say flat or whatever you want. Like, there's no fucking, like, we could be living in, like, this fucking just ball of wire, just code, and who knows? It could be a plate of just nothing but, like, like whenever you open a fucking electrical, like you look at an electrical board, who knows what it could be. This is just, high thoughts, you know, just being
Hot
like,
topic.
I'm not gonna believe the shit we are taught. The word NASA and I think Hebrew or some other language means to deceive. And like you just got to look at beyond just what they show us. They didn't know, or maybe they did know we were going to have computers in our pockets. Now we have fucking AI that they could program to be like, no, we did land on the moon, yes we did, and it'll argue with. It's all bullshit to keep us grounded and just keep us going in a straight line, just like they taught us in school, to sit in these cold rooms and these hard desks. Just get ready to fucking work your whole life until you die, and then it's on to the next generation. That's all I feel
Mhm.
like. I mean, obviously
Well,
work. We need
if
to
you
work to survive,
if
but
you if you think about it like this too, teachers are kind of like sorcerers because they're weaving thoughts,
yeah,
influencing children, right? I was contemplating this. A teacher is almost like a sorcerer, like a wizard, because they influence the children's minds so deeply, and they use methods, and they use
that's facts.
different
But I
terminologies
feel
and
as
different
if
words that almost are like witchcraft in a way.
like maybe they don't feel their
Hmm.
intention, but the
The
system
system
is that's the system's
has
intention
it set up
to
like
get
witchcraft.
them to be like, oh, this, that, and now with the LGBT, be gay
Hmm.
18 and up, not under.
But this
Okay,
though too,
do all
but
that
this
gay
though
shit in
But
college.
this,
You know,
wait. But they also they know like any kid that has shows any kind of independence or backbone, or any kid that wants to kind of break away from the system, or kind of shows like a difference from other kids. The teachers are taught to kind of break that out of the child.
Yep, yep. Man, and especially
You know?
nowadays, I'm sure that's why I will homeschool. You know, the best I can. I will try whatever I can. I'll do however much money, but I cannot have my kid in public school. I don't want it. If I have to, at the end of the day, if by law, then I will. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going to happen. Who knows what the next 5 to 10 years brings? But yeah, like you said, space is fiction. 100%.
I believe that too. I want to
I don't
believe
believe
space
there's
is
other
real. I want,
planets.
because I'm a big
Me
40K
too. Me
fan. I
too.
love science fiction. I love Star Trek. I like massive.
But there you go. It's science fiction.
Exactly. But I like fantasy,
It's
high
science
fantasy. These are all
fiction.
just words we put on these things. But a lot of people cannot.
Yeah.
I know people that cannot, like, they cannot discern reality from fiction. I know people. I know
Yeah,
somebody
and
really. I really know somebody like that.
I don't want to watch or partake in any space anything because of how much it's pushed on the humans to believe in that it's
Mhm.
real. If they were like, okay, yes, it's fake, it's been fake, then I'm like, okay, now it could be its own thing. Like, just let it be its own thing. Let it be for the writers and the filmmakers,
Warhammer is dope.
not the. I mean, yeah, anything like. I mean, WWE is awesome. That's just not real. I mean,
Exactly.
you get real injuries from it, and grew up loving it my whole life. But you know what I mean? Let it be its own thing.
It involves but
They
Warhammer,
just
all
had to
this
have.
shit. See, Dungeons. Now that we're on the things that we like and grew up with, Dungeons and Dragons has become really gay too. Like it's has this the latest picture, and I'll share it. I don't know if anybody follows D&D, but it had a basically like a it was like a party, a big like a gay interspecies orgy party going on. Them all drinking, playing music. That was like they saying D&D's here and it's we're happy. And I was like, what the fuck is this? They're trying to do that shit to Warhammer, and that will not. That'll piss a lot of people off. D&D is
Mm.
officially
Yeah, man,
gay.
they gay up
Yeah, it
anything
used to be
nowadays,
more
man.
dark.
Like it's
It
gotten to
used
the
to be more
point.
edgy.
Like I won't even watch like wrestling anymore. You got like I gotta stick with like boxing, hardly boxing, but UFC now is like all I really want to
You
watch.
don't be
Or
watching the
like
wrestlers get boners.
that happened back in the day, and now they probably give them so much shit they can't even have kids with their wives. But no, it's like they make when I say like they make things gay, it just I'm not like making like man on man, women on women. It's just like maybe I guess make things more kid friendly, but even then it's like pushing the boundaries of what they think kid friendly even is.
Like, is it kid friendly to show two chicks making out with each other? But
Yeah, no, that's not cool at
yeah,
all.
what the fuck? That's the kind of shit. Like, is it fucking kid friendly to show a tranny with his fucking nutsack hanging out?
Absolutely not. And they'll go to these schools and some of these auditoriums that these schools will pay and show like do like drag shows, and they will like
Yeah,
have show and tell with like the drag queens. This is like probably rare to happen in like well, it never happens in areas like in the South, I'm sure.
that's why they want to
But
go after shit that kids like. Though I feel like they want to go after shit. I feel like that's why they're going after shit that boys like shit like D&D and Warhammer. That's why this shit. Me and my son will be in this shit, but none of the new shit. It'll all be the old shit. Yeah, it's
oh,
like
for
you got to
sure, of
go back to
course.
the
And I
old
like how people
editions.
are back in like trading cards and shit. And I've
Oh
seen
God,
even some of the newer trading cards, like for Pokemon,
yeah,
will
those are
be very like feminine almost. And it seems
with
like that shit was
Pokemon.
like not feminine back in the day.
Yeah, see, it has they have feminized the Pokemon, kind of go for more of the wafu kind of look. I feel like, and with Magic
Yeah.
the Gathering, something which I love, they changed, they race swap all. I've noticed that any redheaded character, they'll race swap with somebody that's black. I said it.
Oh
April,
wow.
Ninja Turtles, they made her black. A couple bunch of other
See,
redheaded people, redhead
and I feel
superheroes,
like it's these creators
and Aragorn.
that feel bad and just or they're like
Yeah, they're
commanded to do
commanded to
this
do
and
it
like
to make it
change
like, no,
this
we need to
or
make it more
you're canceled.
inclusive. Yeah.
See, that's not cool. They're trying to like reset
You know
the
Lord of
like
the
everything, and
Rings?
that's what this AI the other
Do you know
night.
Lord of the Rings? The original and the peep
I
that
like Lord
thought
of the
on
Rings.
the AI, but the Lord of the Rings, which was created like 80, 90 years ago, they made Aragorn into a black guy on the card, even though like that's. I mean, I know it's fantasy, but that's not how the character is written out. And they're just, I don't know, they're just like just recreating everything in a way, kind of like swapping identities, moving things around.
Yeah,
And what
yeah,
you
for
saw
sure.
some AI that was crazy as fuck. Tell me about the AI you saw.
Well, like no, like last night, how they could change history with AI in the future
Yeah, yeah, and you can't
and are
even
completely
enjoy.
erase history.
And they're making like a lot of this art for a lot of these games and shit with AI now versus where it used to be human artists that would do the card artwork or do the
As soon as we see the libraries getting burned down, we will know it's beginning, like for
yeah.
sure. Because like when they're trying to like shit,
hmm Well, they want to change that
man.
for sure. That's why all the buildings, if you think about it, like a lot of the ancient buildings have lasted for thousands of years, but the shit that we have, the houses we have today, will not last that long unless they get made every 20, 30 years, 10 years. A lot of these houses are built to last 10 years. I don't think they want to leave any trace of our existence of this people that
Oh
existed in
yeah,
our
dude.
generation.
Yeah, you're right. I feel that because it's all made of like tin and wood and fucking
They
uh
want to just like wipe it underneath the rug
bullshit.
really quick.
Yeah. Meanwhile, all these banks and all these like huge like
hmm
architecture of these things cuts the time as good, so they flood everything, and that didn't really work. So they just made it into whatever. I don't know. I'm just high tripping.
Mm, that
I'll be
happens.
thinking about too much shit.
That happens. Um,
Oh yeah, I think it was about involving the character
yeah, let's get
swapping
yeah, because that shit
of
fucking
like
crazy.
why why not swapping like the Little Mermaid for somebody? Why not like give these black heroes that's happened in real life their own
John
movies, like the first
Henry,
Black Samurai that I've heard of. I've heard of like the
Yojimon.
first Black Samurai. Sounds really cool. Like that would be an awesome movie, or like slaves that escaped, or like real life shit that, or like somebody who has conquered this. Or there's so much more to do,
Yeah.
but they just want to keep the oppression strong.
See, exactly. I believe that they could make a damn good Pixar film based on John Henry's exploits. You know, the dude that
Yeah,
carved that
I
he was
like.
born as a grown man, and then he went through he would go through hell.
Yes, yes, that could also be a meaning. I feel like a secret meaning to some other things, like all these, like because the school, what they would teach us, like what does this mean? Like, well, okay, John Henry, it was the railroads, right?
He was connected to the railroads, and he was connected to Reconstruction era in the United States. I think because he was
Mm.
born to freed slaves.
And who was the one with the axe?
No, that's Paul Bunyan. They said he was a giant.
Paul
That he
Bunyan.
had a giant ox that made the Mississippi or made the. I forgot what river did Paul Bunyan's ox make?
Mississippi, like
Not in the
Grand Canyon.
Mississippi.
I don't know if it's a river or not. I'm not
It
really
was some
sure.
shit in We'll find out.
But yeah, dude, just all these little things. Like, were those even telltale signs of like big historical events that did happen, like a big flood, or like a, like you said with the railroad and the all this and that, and pretty cool to think about. But then again, in the 1920s, I want to know what they learned about in school before the 1920s, because that's whenever they really changed everything
The only real way to know is to have gone to go back in time and be there.
in time. Yeah, because it's all destroyed. Everything's like
That's how
been
rewritten
destroyed since.
history. Like nobody's alive from back then.
And I feel like that's what they were
Yeah.
thinking would be now, but we have computers and shit
I mean,
in
there
our
were people
pocket.
alive from back then whenever we were little kids and shit. And people, a lot of these people, like maybe some people who are older as grandparents were alive back then. My great grandmother was born in 1917. But oh, I remember
Mm.
asking her about history and about like the Great Depression. She said we believed in God and we are grateful for what we had, and that's all she would say.
Yeah, but I didn't meet my great grandma from my dad's mom. She was born in
Man,
1909. Her name was Myrtle,
marital. That's an old name.
and then her husband Eugene. which you know about my great grandpa.
Yeah, the connection.
Maybe one day we'll talk about that.
Yeah. That'd be a whole nother episode. We talk about JFK and all that and assassinations. Mm.
Be like, because man, all milking cows, doing this, doing that, dealing with horses, just something changed, man. My grandma would tell me about when they were kids. They'd be like one hand in the lap,
And
one hand like as they're eating, just like everything had to be so proper and everything had a rule. It's very strange,
I believe that they
but that was like everywhere.
maybe that because it's easier to program kids, right? So maybe they had programmed like they reprogrammed that whole generation of our great grandparents and shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. My grandma. You even got to meet her. She was the
I
coolest.
got to meet her. Your
Yeah.
great grandma.
No. My grandma. Her. I was talking about my grandma's mom, the one my dad lived with.
Yeah, I know her. I thought you said my great grandma. I was like, I don't remember you. Okay.
But yeah,
1909.
crazy.
Google 1880 eighth grade graduation test. I will. I'm gonna have to hit that up. So we'll
It's
have to
true.
pass. We'll have to see if we can pass it. I don't know if me and him could pass
Fuck
it.
no.
We can. I know. I couldn't do it in 2012. Let alone 1880.
When was the year you graduated?
Well, it would have been 2012 for us.
Well, yeah, it's true.
For sure. For sure.
I'm gonna start just telling jobs that I graduated and went to college
Yeah.
for like a
People
few
never look. They
months.
don't look at that shit unless you're going to high level paying jobs, or like if you're doing government shit, or if you're on kids, they'll look at your background. But
Well, of course,
because
yeah.
they got to make. If you're trying to be a cop, you're trying to be a warden, trying to be a teacher, trying to be a then forestry department person, all this different shit, they're gonna look into your background. But if you're trying to be a server, a cook, fast food worker, construction
Hey, but I don't
guy,
give a fuck about your college. Get in there and flip those
yeah, like we
burgers.
don't give a fuck about your college. Did they teach you how to fucking flip that French fry into that basket, put that burger on that?
That dude that was crying and that he missed his
Oh god,
kid.
baby shit junior.
Baby shit, Junior. What the
I told him I was
fuck?
like, we can't get your kid back right now, but we can get them fries in that basket, please, brother. Heart.
I don't mind if you cry, but don't let your tears drop in that oil,
Yeah, don't let your. That's
please.
cross contamination. But we were busy. Just me and him. We were busy, and he just started crying. He's like, "I miss my daughter, man. I just want to see her." I said, "Dude, we can do nothing about that right now, but we can get them fries."
Yeah,
Please, I
dude,
said,
we don't need
please
to
get
talk about
fries.
that. We got what is it? A $20,000 to $30,000 night here. We gotta go.
Yeah, dude, we got to keep it going, dude.
You remember my first time on that fucking grill there? You
Oh
remember
yeah,
that shit?
oh yeah.
That was one of the busiest nights ever.
Then,
Almost $50,000 night.
but was I working beside you? What was I doing? Was I doing the window?
You were window, yeah, in
I was doing
salad
all kinds
region.
of shit.
And with that, and then who was it? J
Might have
Rod or
been
some
J
shit?
Rod, little short guy, stocky.
Yeah, he was there. He was there teaching me the grill and shit. But it just turned into make burgers and put them off to the side because it was just fucking hundreds of orders. I hated being a cook, man. But then I did it for so
I'd
long.
like to do it at a little slow, chill place. I don't want to do it in no busy place. I'm like, I want to get her and get. I
Dude,
just
I
want to
know,
have
like
money
right
coming
here
in.
at
I don't want to do no stressing.
like Chubby's or
Yeah, like I don't
something.
want to be stressed out. I just want to get some money.
But you were talking about prepping the other night, and I think I want to get into that
Yeah,
before I
it might be good.
like get out of here. Like I want to find a good like place to go at.
Let's hook it up. We'll look together. I'm trying to work.
I'll tell you, an easy cook job would be to work at Dave and Buster's.
That might be a good little spot.
You could probably get paid close to 17 an hour, possibly.
Yeah, 17 is
Just
good.
imagine, like, you've worked the window in fucking some of the hardest
With the
restaurants. You
invention
know
of
what I mean?
pens,
And that'd be like easy
with
shit.
the invention of these pens, you could easily work. A working man could work all day. You could just be at
Yeah,
work and not really get
yeah.
too stressed because you go hit the pen real quick and your stress will go away. Hmm.
That's exactly what I would do, man. Because if you're good at your job and you can do it, and you're not obviously working with machinery, that's like the perfect thing to do.
Yeah,
When I worked at the warehouse,
and
dude, motherfuckers would be rolling joints, bro. They'd be rolling fat fucking ass joints and just be smoking them right on the dock, just waiting to fucking do stuff. I'm just like, my God, you're tripping. Never got caught before.
the psychos.
Yeah, dude. I would never want to do that shit on a private business.
Mm-mm. Not no weed. Wow.
No, no, hell no. That's what I'm saying. Like these huge fucking I couldn't believe I'd used to go to school, like not even thinking it left a smell.
Yeah, I
I was
remember
the
I
biggest
smoked weed in the
dumbass,
bathroom with Day Day and somebody else. I forgot who it was.
dude. He released a song on SoundCloud. Day did.
Send it to me. Look, I might need your help. I'm gonna try to get this Monday off if you really will help me. I gotta fix the greenhouse. I gotta put that pipe
Dude, yeah,
insulation.
you got to get it off. Make sure you get it off tonight. Ask him about it, and then come over here early as fuck.
Yeah. That's there's a place you could drive to, park the car, and then I pick you up from there and then take you back.
I don't know about that.
That's something I would.
It depends. It depends. Where would that be?
I'll tell you. We'll talk about that offline. No, I don't. You know, we don't need to be talking too
Oh
much
yeah,
online about where the fuck we meet at and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
I forget in
I
real life
noticed that, but I'm
sometimes.
like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's. I luckily I live far away, but I do. But yeah, we talk about that big pimpin'. I
Oh,
definitely could use
you live in the
your help for
perfect spot.
sure. I definitely could use your
You live in the
fucking
perfect
help for
spot.
sure. You
I
know? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
are you wanting to do like any?
Oh, I might need some help moving some shit around in my little office too. You're referring to yourself as a me. You should be referring to yourself as an it. There's no me. Me is something a person is called.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow, then Friday, I'm gonna pretty much be free, but then Saturday, I mean, I'm gonna be going live the next couple days anyway. But on Saturday night, I'm gonna be doing some Halloween shit on Saturday night. I'm gonna be going as
Man,
Aragorn.
it'd be so cool. It'd be so cool if you could buy a chest mount for your phone and go live and just have it on at work sometimes.
That would be kind of
Or maybe
interesting.
not. Like
I
like
don't want
like
to
if you're in the
expose
back doing
myself
something,
like that because I talk about them fucking anti crazy shit.
thing and stuff. Like if you're back there like chopping shit up,
Yeah, but you
that
just
would
got
be
to
a
be
badass
careful,
live.
like
Just like
showing
go for like
shit.
20 minutes.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I wouldn't show logo. Remember that time I had to like help you blur that
yeah,
logo
that's my old
from your shirt?
childhood. But yeah,
That's awesome, dude.
yeah,
That was so sick.
that was cool. I would like to try to. I wish I could have done more shit, but I was too busy to try to do shit like at work.
It's good. I rarely watch TV anymore. Yeah. I definitely do not watch TV.
If there's like a
If
good
anything,
show,
it's just like a movie or a show.
if there's like a good little
Um,
show on, I will check it out.
Cable
Other
will
than
be
that,
dead. Sports will keep cable alive. And the news.
I mostly just like watch YouTubers I like and Warhammer related shit or
Yeah.
lore.
I'll mainly watch YouTube.
Do you work today?
No, not today.
Hmm. Fuck, I gotta go up there.
No.
I'm bummed out. Not really. I think it'll be a good little day. Made about 200 yesterday, so hopefully today I'm just praying it's decent people. Sometimes there can be shitheads. Definitely, but I try not
Yeah,
to. I want to
usually.
like some people like they tip you $0 and like you knew they had good service. You want to go be like, hey, you motherfucker, fuck you. By the way, here's $10 so you can give it to the next person that you go to eat with. You know, but you can't do that though, because then you realize you got to worry about you got a life you got to live, so you just got to let them go. What up, Dave? Player. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to G Manana. Shout out to Jane. Shout out to Guardian Preppin. They're part of the International Players Ball Association of Pilgrim affiliated pimping, in which I will be doing more stuff over there on that for sure. I will be doing more. I will be doing more stuff over there with you guys. I put more videos out on that as well. Because y'all don't have to. I don't ask. I don't want. That's not something I ask. Addition that is appreciated because I got this camera stand. I had this camera stand I use. I did get with help from you guys. So, as anything that is used is like used to do shit like for this channel. Yeah, it's all appreciated. None of it, but it's all. I just like sitting here talking to you guys. It's an honor to get my message out. Hold up right here. Keep on talking to him real quick while I go see what's up with FedEx.
Oh, FedEx. Oh, man. What's everybody's stance on Israel? Let's get down and dirty with it. You know what? Fuck it. If I ever made a YouTube channel, that's all I talk about. There's so much dirty shit that involves the Israeli people and the Jews that even like the normal innocent like Jewish people that don't even know that you can't even talk about on the internet. So disturbing. And that's who our president bows down to. You know, I voted for Trump, you know, every time. But I don't really realize how things go until you just decide to learn. And like, why is Netanyahu the only person Trump will like hold the door open for or pull a chair out for? Like, what is this?
This is one of the pipe insulation, but I only got one.
One? What the? Who the fuck delivers one? Fuck you, dude. You might as well go to Lowe's and buy all that shit. Now that you have one to go off of, just get a bunch of those same ones. Hello?
Hey, my bad. I'm looking at my tracking thing real quick because I'm thinking like we got more than one.
That's so insane.
Yeah.
Imagine like 15 trucks come with just one each.
Because we ordered like 10 or 11. I
How
think
much
this.
pipe
What
you
size
got?
do you think this is?
That's probably isn't that an inch or
No,
inch and a
it's an
half?
inch. It's an inch and a half.
Okay. I've
And
worked
I
with some
got
of that stuff before. You just need a bunch of zip. You just need like zip ties and shit now.
a bunch of them.
Good.
I'm gonna need your help putting these shits on here. So you guys, yeah, we're getting ready for a winter. It's gonna be a big bad blizzard coming this year, dude.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's gonna suck, but we either gonna live or we're gonna die. You know, it's up to us. It sucks though with this big crazy blizzard coming up, the storm of the century coming up. I'm telling you, I feel it. It's gonna be a winter like we haven't had in 50 to 60 years in this country and on this world. Yeah. And with the food stamps being cut off, have a lot of potential for a lot of insane, crazy shit to go down.
Yeah, I just
So everything you can do to get ready.
there's a lot
Everything
of hungry bitches out there.
you know. I noticed that they also sold like bent wedge ones like this.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
that's just extra
But,
fucking money they're trying to get
yeah,
from
you
you.
can just the
That's
fuck.
extra money.
Yeah, like you don't need no fucking to
Like,
buy one
say if you
that
need
has
to bend it and it's open like that, you just take another one and put it on the other side and then zip tie it down. You're totally fine. You don't need no fancy fucking bullshit like that.
I got me a damn
Actually, you do need to buy the 45-degree angle because it just helps with like breaking of the nails.
yeah.
Yeah, those are the people that get those bent fucking things.
No, we don't need no bent shit. But no. Dude, I'm gonna have to start getting ready for work, buddy.
Oh yeah, you're good, man.
A
Just hit
zone or
me up
talk
later.
to you. Fuck yeah, I'll hit you up later. Who knows? I'm gonna have to be waiting in the parking lot tonight again, so
All right, man.
what's up?
Peace out, Chizzy.
Peace out, Lizzie. Chat, thank you guys. It was an honor. Namaste. God bless you guys. Keep the faith going. God bless you. Go out and have a successful Wednesday. It's hump day. You know, that halfway through the week, our weekend's almost here. We are going to have a great day. You just got to manifest it. If anything bad comes your way, just think of the Lord and also think, all right, yeah, this is bad, but the only thing I control is my outlook. Keep a positive outlook. With that being said, have a good day.